welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to talk about how to remain in a state of higher self. I wanted to share with you guys some tips on how I remain in the state of my highest self, because I've been learning it. I'm very excited. I feel like you should always authentically teach what you're kind of going through. There's 7 tips, and the last tip is going to be one that is influenced by a philosopher. Before we dive into everything, I would love it if you could give this video a like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any videos. Thank you so much. Tip number 1, how to connect with your highest self. You want to connect with your higher self through meditation. So if you do not meditate, I fully understand. I am high energy, always doing something. So for me to sit down and meditate, that was very hard for me. I actually just started meditating November of 2019 because of an amazing guy here on YouTube. His name is Aaron. I want to give him a shout out because his meditations will change your life. The thing about meditation is it changes your breath, and if you look into the Heart Math Institute, changing the rhythm of your breath changes the rhythm of your heart, which changes the rhythm of your feelings. So meditation is really great for calming your emotions. To get you on your meditative process, you have to find the right guide. I also made a blog, I'll link it somewhere, with all of these playlists of YouTube videos of meditations that I love and I do. If you need help finding a playlist, finding videos, and you can trail off on your own or whatever, but I just make playlists so that you guys have access to them. And awesome. You want to connect with your higher self through meditation. And the way that you do that is you can do it explicitly through one of Aaron's videos. He's got a great video on how to connect with your higher self. Aaron's meditations are amazing because the things he makes you imagine, like if you're really artistic, it just comes to life. He makes you go meet your higher self. You can ask your higher self questions. You can literally like jump back and forth and be like, what's up, higher self? Hey, you know what I mean? Tip number 2, honestly, this was a pivotal moment in connecting with my higher self. I use this all of the time. After you learn this, you cannot unlearn it. And that's not meant to scare you at all, because it will help you transcend into the path that the universe wants to put you on. I'm calling it the yes and no universal flow. The yes and no universal flow works like this. So the universe is always trying to communicate with you. What you want to do, if you want to tune in and really know when the universe is trying to talk to you, you want to practice this tool. You want to go, universe, show me a yes. Then what I want you to do is just feel the yes. Ask the universe to show you different levels of yes, because yes comes in yes, but then yes comes in yes. So you want to get used to that yes vibration just in your body so you know what it feels like. Now what we do, once we've done the yes, we go, universe, show me no. Absorb the subtleties of the no vibration, because no often comes in small little whispers. The universe whispers. The universe doesn't shout, but all of those whispers add up into a shout. When I learned this technique, I felt no everywhere. I was like, whoa. I was not in tune with my higher self. I was kind of like zombie. So it can be kind of intimidating, but just take the no's. Gotta slowly unwind yourself. If you're another person like this, what I want to tell you is don't freak out. Take deep breaths and just know it's gonna get a lot better. So hopefully that's some comfort for you. My best advice is just start really asking yourself, is this a yes? Universe, should I do this? Universe, should I do that? Feel the vibrations, because honestly, I was thinking about leaving my house, and it's coronavirus, right? And I was like, oh, it won't be that bad. Like, I should just leave the house. There was something going down. And I asked the universe, I was like, universe, should I leave? I felt no. And then it turned out that there was a good reason that I shouldn't have went where I was gonna go, and I'm glad I didn't go. Tip number 3 is to be honest with yourself. We are our biggest obstacle. You are the only thing capable of getting in your own way. How to be honest with yourself. The way that I do it is going to the mirror, looking yourself dead in the eyes, and be honest with yourself. I don't know if you know this, but the person that we lie to the most is actually ourselves. Take accountability for your life. When you take accountability for something, you become honest and real with yourself about how to continue that action. Tip number 4, think of your mind as a garden. And in your garden, you have a harvest, but you also have weeds. You're growing abundant, great, juicy fruit and vegetables that you just love. You've got these great, amazing traits that are flowers and harvest, but then you've got these other traits. You've got these weeds that pop up. They root into the soil. They strangle the other flowers. They're just taking up all of the nutrients and they're just like killing everything. And what I want you to do is I want you to get familiar with the weeds that grow in your garden, because I've been a gardener for a while. So let me tell you some stuff about weeds. You get the same kind of weeds in your garden every year. So get familiar with the habits that you have that keep popping back up and pulling you out of your higher self. Your higher self is where the garden is just saturated with nourishment and the dirt of the garden is amazing. The flowers, the harvest, you're just having so much stuff growing, so much abundance, bees, butterflies, birds, like all over the yard. You want to get familiar with the weeds because you're going to be weeding your garden a lot. If you're trying to tap into your higher self, we all would like to stay in a state of higher self-awareness all of the time, but we live in a world that needs a lot of fixing. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to get used to the weeds. You're gonna have to get used to what they are, how you pull them out of the ground. Because the thing about weeds, when you pull them, if you don't get the root, it will grow back. And it depends on the soil. And you could think of that as like your mindset. For me, when I'm not in a higher self state, I've been noticing what pulls me out of a higher self state. Tip number 5 is self-talk. You should definitely talk to yourself. What I want you to do, if you want my advice, is to do self-talk. Positive affirmations keep you in a higher state. When you're in your highest state, you speak in a tone of positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are so amazing because it's like you can say, I will unconditionally love myself no matter what. You can say them, but do you mean it? Is it sinking in? I have a friend who is a neuroscience major, and she says that when you do positive affirmations, if you can get the words to match the feeling, that's when the real power starts working. Maybe at first when you say, I will unconditionally love myself no matter what. Maybe you don't believe that the first time. And that was my warm up. You don't always have to believe them, but just keep repeating them until the words become like a spell in your head. Because what's gonna happen, especially if you do them in the car, what's gonna happen is they're really going to saturate into your brain. They're going to echo when you get out of the car to your destination. So this is great for before work. I did it before school. And you know how you come into all kinds of different energy fields, and you gotta be prepared to have your vibration at a highest level of elevation so that they don't pull you down, and rather your vibration brings them up. Tip number 6 is be grateful and realize there's infinite abundance all around us. Like a lot of people get into this mind state where they think in a very hierarchy type way, like there's only so many resources for us all to obtain. No, when it comes to energy and happiness, there's an unlimited supply of abundance and happiness in this universe. Everyone can be in abundance and happiness. The universe will only give you more great blessings in your life when you appreciate the blessings you already have. Think about it in a parental way. You wouldn't give your children like a new bicycle if they weren't appreciative of the Xbox that they already had. You want to be grateful for everything the universe has given you, even if you're in a shitty situation. That's the best time you can be like, you know what, universe, today is not my day, but I am grateful for the things that I do have. I am grateful for the breath in my lungs. I am grateful that I am a healthy human being with so much to give to the world. Be grateful for the abundance that you do have in your life, because that is the way that the universe will give you more things to come. That will align you with your higher self. When you tap into your higher self will normally tell you to be grateful. Tip number 7. So I told you that this is connected to Plato, the philosopher. Plato has a theory on beauty, and he says that beautiful things hold a message from the universe. That's why we see beautiful things growing in life everywhere. Beautiful things are telling a story about the universe. They're telling us a story about how the universe should operate. They are symbolic for like balance and harmony. They're symbolic for courage, gentleness, kindness, bravery. He goes on and on to talk about how beautiful things hold this message of the universe, messages from the universe that we should all aspire to be. So his theory says that we should gravitate towards beautiful things. And that's the reason why we are all drawn to things that are beautiful. You should go towards beautiful things. You should see that the universe has a hidden message, a hidden meaning in beautiful things for you to decipher and you to uncover. Plato also says that ugly things, y'all see that? Like a wilted, hold a universal truth in them as well. And we should listen up to that universal truth. Plato says that ugly things tell us a story of how the universe shouldn't flow, how the universe is out of harmony. This is in harmony, this is out of harmony. My advice to you is to go towards beautiful things and see what the message is inside of them and see how you can bring balance and harmony to its structure. Clean things. Right now we're really learning that cleaning is a big deal. Things get dirty and grimy and filthy. They need love, care, consideration, cleanliness, order, structure. And you can tap into your higher self, because I see now with what Plato said, I see a message from the universe inside of beautiful things. A message from my higher self almost. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really hope that you got some kind of value out of it. I really hope that it was amazing for you. You are a rock star if you watched this to the end of the video. So I wanted to really tell you from my heart to yours that I'm very thankful for that. If you could support and give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, show people, it really mean a lot to me. If you could subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, but if not, I'm just genuinely happy that you watched my video. If you have any questions, I would love to know more videos I could make for you guys. Thank you so much, you guys, and I hope you have a fantastic day.